Welcome to Life as a Graduate Student at the University of Alabama in Huntsville. As your librarians, we are here to assist you each step of the way, whether that is working with you in your personal research or to supplement your teaching efforts in the classroom. This is your library, and it's more than just a building on campus. We offer a variety of services and resources, both online and in person. This series of videos is meant to give an overview of what your library has to offer. In this part, we will focus on the physical building, the layout, locations of key departments, a general where things are located video. We'll touch briefly on what you can expect at each department, but we'll cover more specific services and resources in separate videos in this series. The M. Lewis Salmon Library has 4 floors. There is one primary entrance and exit to the building for students located at the front of the library. As you enter this first floor, you'll be greeted by the User Services desk to your left. As a general rule of thumb, if you need to check something out, whether to take home or to use in the library, User Services is your destination. As a GTA, if you request physical items be placed on course reserve for your students, or if you find books in our collections you'd like to check out, bring them to the User Services desk. We also now check out laptops, as well as a variety of cables and other peripherals for your use in the library. Also, study rooms are scattered throughout the first floor, and you guessed it, User Services is where you check them out. These vary in size, so check with the staff to see which one would best suit your needs. This brings up an important point, by the way. Always have your charger card with you. This is not only required for checking out items or accessing your library account, it's also your means of copying and printing in Salmon Library. Once past the User Services desk, you'll find an area to your right and around the corner containing a copy machine, an ATM, and a charger card machine. The copier will take coins or your charger card. However, if you want to add money to your balance, the card machine will allow you to do so, but only in bills. When doing so, remember to add this money to your Flex account, not your dining account. This balance will be used when you print in the library as well. As you proceed through the first floor, you'll find the Information Arcade. This is what we call our primary computer lab. You'll find a mix of PCs and Macs at your disposal, each with varying levels of software on them, such as SPSS or MATLAB. Our 2 printers are located here. It costs 10 cents per page in black and white, or 30 cents per page in color. There is a scanner available to you in this lab as well, so hopefully most of your general multimedia needs can be addressed here. Next up, just past the Information Arcade, you'll find a long desk with 2 separate departments on either end. Our Reference Department and Office of Information Technology, or OIT for short. At the reference desk, you'll typically find a librarian present to assist you with research. While we can certainly locate articles and books for your research, we can also recommend when and which resources to consult in the process. Our offices are located behind the desk, so you'll find a number of our subject specialist librarians nearby, depending on your specific needs. We'll cover other ways you can contact your librarians in a separate video. For now, know that this is where we are located. The other end of the desk contains our OIT staff. Seek them out for any networking issues you may have, such as questions related to hooking up your mobile devices to the appropriate network, or even account issues with Canvas. Beyond the reference desk, you'll head up a ramp to find what we refer to as Charger Commons, a social area with lots of tables and individual seating options, as well as places to charge your laptops or phones. The Charger Brew coffee shop is located here as well, where you can grab a drink, snacks, or even lunch while you're at it. This is a semi-quiet area, so feel free to talk at a reasonable level. You'll also find books and magazines for pleasure reading in this area. There is an elevator behind the coffee shop, as well as staircases located nearby. You can take either option down to what's labeled as the ground floor, where Archives is located. For now, just note that this is where our special collections are located, such as materials related to the space program, older UAH-specific materials, and copies of dissertations. If you wind up needing to access an archived collection, get in touch with a librarian to learn more. Going back up the stairs to the second floor, you'll find a place to study, as well as labs and some books and journals. This floor is meant to be a truly quiet study area, so come up here if you want to focus. Also, you'll find our teaching labs on this floor. The largest lab, room 205, is usually devoted to math tutoring and other larger classes. Rooms 206, 207, 210, and 211 serve as classrooms and occasional instruction labs when available. However, we have one dedicated lab for library instruction, room 214. This room is equipped with laptops, modular seating, whiteboards, a large touchscreen monitor, and seats up to about 25 or so students. This is a space we can host an instruction session for you, so keep that in mind. In addition to the labs, you'll find several of our books and bound journals here. While we will cover information resources in another video, know that both the second and third floors are the areas containing our print monograph collection. In addition to books, the third floor also houses our interlibrary loan and technical services staff. Other administrative personnel are on this floor, such as the director of the library. You'll find a few study desks around the walls on the third floor as well, functioning as another quiet study area if interested. Now that you know the basic layout of the library, we can talk about the information resources at your disposal, how these tools are organized, and finally, ways you can integrate us into your own classroom instruction. Check those videos out and contact us with any further questions.